Orton Yearty was a true friend and gentleman to all who knew him. He devoted 35 years of his life to what he loved most, Florida FFA and the state's vocational agriculture program. Orton Yearty was born on March 6, 1911 in Otter Creek, Florida in Levy County.
His daddy was a dentist, but nobody had any money, so they paid him in chickens and hogs and whatever. But he spent a lot of time hunting and fishing, and they grew their own garden.
He went to public schools in Levy County and later graduated from Chiefland High School. He attended the University of Florida and graduated with a bachelor's degree in vocational agriculture in 1938.
Since he didn't have any money, my mother grew up in Bronson, which is between Otter Creek and Gainesville. So to have money to take my mom out, he would gig frogs and catch alligators. And there was a restaurant in Gainesville that would buy these from him. So he would do this, and Mother said she never knew what was going to be in the car when she got in the car, but they would go to I think it was the Primrose or something like that, and they would buy his alligator tail, the meat and the frog legs, and that's how he had money to date my mama.
He married Irene Fender from Bronson on August 14, 1938, and they moved to Allentown, Florida, where he taught vocational agriculture and Irene taught elementary school. In 1941, they moved to Sneads and continued their teaching career. In 1944, they moved to Trenton, where he taught vocational agriculture for a year, then worked in the Soil Conservation Service for 2 years, helping local farmers. In 1947, he moved his family to Havana, Florida, where he stayed until he retired at the end of the 1974 school year. Orton's agricultural education program was very active in community service to farmers. His classes ran several thousand feet of terraces, surveyed water lines for irrigation ponds, planted several thousand pine seedlings, and advised the planting of many acres of permanent pastures. As advisor to the local FFA chapter during his first year in Havana, he had a student elected as a state vice president. Through Orton's leadership, that was just the beginning of the chapter's many accomplishments.
He was pretty strict in behavior, especially when he took them off. He wanted, when he traveled with them, he wanted to be proud of them. But he also wanted to let them know that they could have a lot of fun without getting in trouble. And when they did get in trouble, they were very sorry they did.
His chapter had 5 state parliamentary procedure winners and 7 other teams were runners-up. He advised 2 state vice presidents, 1 president, and 1 national FFA president. 33 local members received the state farmer degree, 2 received the American farmer degree, and 1 was named Star Farmer of America. Orton served as president of the Florida Vocational Agriculture Teachers Association in the mid-1960s. He received FFA's honorary American Farmer degree in 1968 and the Florida Vocational Agriculture Teachers Association's Teacher of Teachers Gold Award also in 1968. After he retired, the Yeartys moved back to Bronson, where they were active in their church and community until they both passed away, Irene in 1997 and Orton in 2000. Florida FFA lost a strong advocate and a true friend.
He was in the hospital, and the word got around that he was, it was a terminal illness that he had. And he had a lot of people from over the state that got the word out. It wasn't just local boys that came and told him on his deathbed what he had meant to them in their Christian life, in their professional life, and just how to become men that the community could be proud of, and how they could be he taught them how to just be good men. And he when they would leave, he would look at me and say, I don't know what I did. I didn't do anything special. I just don't know how. I didn't realize what I was doing. I didn't realize the influence that I was making. And I told him he also gave that to me and my sister, you know. But it made me feel very good and him very good, and he was just really surprised at the influence that he had done in not even trying.
Based on his life of dedicated service to agricultural education and Florida FFA, it is an honor to welcome Orton E. Yearty into the Florida FFA Hall of Fame.